Welcome to Henry's Take. Henry's Take will take you to the world of Western media and rebut some misunderstanding, bias, or false accusations. Recently, the world has closely watched the US presidential race between Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Kamala Harris. Trump has already declared his victory in the election. What's wrong with the voting system in the election? And why does the US democratic system fail to serve the best interests of ordinary Americans? Let me share my views with you. First, Americans have prided themselves on their two-party political system, as compared with multi-party systems in some European nations. Still, the US has become more divided under the partisan political system. Both the Republican and Democratic parties are more focused on pursuing their own political interests. Trump challenged Harris over her capabilities, and she hit back and called Trump a fascist. At the same time, the US president is not directly elected by all American voters. The US adopts the electoral college system, in which a candidate needs to get a majority of 270 votes or more out of 538 electoral votes to win the election. Under the winner-take-all system, a candidate who gets the most votes in the state wins all of its electoral votes, and the candidate with the most popular votes may not win the race. In 2016, Hillary Clinton received 2.8 million more votes than Trump. She still failed to win as Trump won in more states and gained more electoral votes. Second, US presidential candidates generally set their strategies to get marginal votes and lead in swing states to win the race. Swing states play a decisive role in the election. There are 7 swing states, including Georgia, this year. Trump and Harris rolled out more campaigns to get voter support in these swing states. In contrast, both parties have their solid supporters in some stronghold states. The voices of voters may be neglected there. The US presidential election becomes more than a political game to win in swing states. Third, the US election spending hit a record high this year, with over $15.9 billion spent on campaigns by both parties. It is ridiculous that the spending exceeded the GDP of Laos and Afghanistan last year. American billionaires and big companies can influence candidates' policies by making political donations, and that leads to money politics. Democracy is supposed to facilitate consensus, but so far, the most controversial issues, such as abortion, gun rights, and immigration, are getting more and more polarized among the American people. These issues serve more as weapons of arousing fear and hatred for gaining marginal votes. Both parties have shown no will to resolve them at all. The US democratic system does not serve the best interests and welfare of ordinary American people, and the country becomes more divided than ever. Perhaps the US should stop preaching democracy and come up with a more fair system in this presidential election.